welcome to Tavern Chatter, episode 2. Cheers.
Yes, cheers, bitch.
All right, let's go ahead and just jump in and start with games. Do you guys have games you'd like to talk about?
No, not necessarily. Um, I'm gonna get on and check out the new Fortnite season tonight. I think it's been out for like a week, and I still haven't even I updated my PlayStation last night, and tonight I think I'll give it a crack. But other than that, there's nothing video gamey really going on with
Oh, well, in
me.
2 days, fast food simulator comes out. I'm excited for
Oh,
that.
the
Hell
full
yes,
version?
hell
Nice. We're
Yeah,
yes.
gonna have to play that. That
I
was
know what we're doing.
fun.
Yeah, once I know what
yeah,
we're
Yeah.
it,
doing, I
it's
know what we're
released in
doing.
2 days, so I'm all like,
Nice.
yeah, excited.
Yes.
We're gonna have to all play that together again. That was a
Please
good
do
time.
not forget to invite me. I want to
Oh
be on the
yeah,
grill,
I will.
baby.
I know. I'm like
You're the only one that knows
counting
how
down
to
the
do it.
time.
I didn't practice
Um,
the grill at all. So.
I know. Oh my god, I
Oh,
tried
I
to
ended
do it
up
by
playing by
myself later.
myself, and the grill,
Fucked it
man,
up.
it takes some time.
Yeah, dude.
You
I had
burn a
to.
lot for a little while because you're like,
It's a timing thing. You have to give yourself
yeah,
enough space, like 5 seconds in between, so that you always have
Mm,
the time for flipping and
yeah,
not
that
enough
makes
time
hmm
sense.
for like switching. You gotta like, even then, if you don't keep up, though, you'll fuck yourself. Be like
yeah.
burn patties all over the fucking place. Yeah. Please don't forget to
Oh
invite me.
my
I'm
god, that was
ready.
loud. Hi,
What?
Beth.
Hey Beth, what's
It's
up?
Beth.
Thanks for
Wait.
following.
I can't see her. Show me.
It
It
just
just
said
said
she
she's
followed.
following, yeah.
She's not
Oh,
chatting right now.
sweet.
But I have a couple of games that I've been thinking about lately. One of them technically isn't a game, but it kind of is. It's it's Edaphysics 1 and it's going to be basically like educational, but it's co-developed by or with teachers, actual teachers, to help
Like
to teach
elementary school.
physics through VR. So it's VR only, which
Oh,
is kind of upsetting
whoa.
for me because I get sick with VR, so I probably
That
won't get it for a long time until I can get a better headset.
mm.
Um,
I have an
but
Oculus too. I should give it a try when it comes out or see what it
yeah,
looks like.
I'm really excited for it. I think that not only would I enjoy it just because I like science and I would love to be able to learn more, um, but I also think that it could be a game changer for a lot of people that just don't have as much access to that kind of information. Um, it could be a really interesting way to get more people into science as well, which I think is super important.
Yeah.
So I'm fucking excited for that, and it's gonna be on Steam. I know that. I'm probably gonna get it eventually. I kind of want to get a better headset first. It's low resolution, and so I get really sick whenever I try to use it. Like
Yeah, I can't do it either. It
it's
makes me sick.
rough. I tried it with
hmm
Phasmophobia and with
Oh, same.
um, Minecraft, and Minecraft gave me vertigo when I looked down the mountains. I'm like, I can't fucking do this.
Yeah, I can't
Um,
do it either. I've given up.
yeah, and then Phasmophobia was really fun, but it was so much scarier in VR, and then I still was only able to do like one match before I was too sick.
Oh, I couldn't even make it through one. I was like, it's
That's
bad.
fair. It's difficult. It's
hmm
nauseating if you don't have a really good headset. But another game that I'm really excited to talk about is Light of Motirum. It's at first when I heard about it, I was kind of like, okay, so someone remade Horizon Zero Dawn, you know.
No, yeah, I saw the
but
picture.
but I
It looks
saw
like it.
the trailer and read the description and all of that, and it seems like it's a different side of gameplay. So you get that kind of world, but instead of the style of gameplay that you get from Horizon Zero Dawn, you would get instead a just a survival game like solo or in a group up to 10 people, I believe. Um, and it's going to be cross-platform, which is really cool. So like I can play with pretty
So
much anyone.
I know, but we'll probably
Yeah.
still get it on the computer, but. was thinking maybe play it on the Switch. Wonder how cool, like how if
I
they
don't
will
know if
have
it's
it
going
if
to
they
be on
have it.
Switch or not yet. I don't know. I
Okay.
haven't looked into that, but I do know that it's going to be at least on PC and I think uh PlayStation, maybe Xbox.
Hmm.
But I
Cool.
I am excited to see how the base building works in that. I've played a few survival games before and my biggest issue with it is always like the jankiness of the build function.
That it bees like that.
Yeah.
Reminds me I should lock my door. I
Yeah,
think Beth
because
Beth is gonna check it out. We should have her on sometime.
that would be cool. I'd be down for
Yeah,
that.
you should.
Um, Another game that I know Michaela's excited for that probably isn't going to be out for a long time, but that's okay because
Yeah,
I'd
Haunted
rather
Chocolatier.
wait and get it
Get
great
it good. Yeah,
than get it soon and be disappointed. Because I
I'm
have high
worried about.
hopes. I have high hopes for Haunted
Yeah,
Chocolatier.
he did the whole like came out with the new update for Stardew Valley and just
Gotta
started
check it.
having more and more things, but he said he's not giving up on it and he's gonna find the time to like make sure he gets it done and stuff. But I estimate it's probably years away from happening, but he's still working on it, so there's a hope.
Yeah.
I'm excited. That'll be
I know, me too.
wild.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be really fun. I'm pretty pumped for it. I actually didn't
Yeah,
know much about it until I'd say maybe a couple of months ago, and even then I knew almost nothing aside from like I think what you told me, Michaela. But
yeah. What
Yeah.
Michaela shared.
yeah,
Yeah,
Mm. Oh,
but
once Jesse told me about it, I was like, I can't wait.
you're like,
It's
oh, I
like,
know what
yeah,
I'm doing.
yeah.
yeah. I didn't play Stardew Valley at all until very recently, but it's so addicting. I'm so
Oh, I
excited
love
for another
Stardew
game
Valley,
from
yeah.
him.
Mhm.
Sorry, throat hurts.
I didn't even know we. Yeah, I guess if we're talking about video games that we haven't, yeah, I'm still talking about Civ anyway. Civ 7. You guys
Always
won't
talking
hear
about
from
Civ.
me for at least 24 hours, if not 48 hours.
That's
Oh,
fair.
Um,
I'll be excited for that one too. Civilization, when I first like started the game, its whole opening thing like made me emotional.
no, yeah, that's
And
fair.
I'm an emotional person. I get all teary-eyed like look at it showing how the life cycle
Yeah, how
goes and
like the trudge of humanity, and it
yeah.
shows it in like a minute and a half, and you're just like, whoa, yeah,
I know, and I'm always like,
yep, I'm ready. I'm ready, Civ.
Mhm.
I haven't tried it yet. I still plan to play it with you. I keep like falling into those playing the games I know, and then when I do try something new, it's always like a silly game 'cause they make me happy.
Mhm.
But I do really want to try it with you sometime soon.
Yeah,
It's just
it's
I'm afraid if I do get sucked in, then I'm gonna stay up way too late.
no, you
Oh,
will.
it's so fun.
Yeah, it makes you a goner. If you're into it, you're a goner. Like, and you because you have to like to get far, you kind of have to invest like a good amount of time into it
Well,
just to get it.
in
But
that case, I hope I don't enjoy it because I've got enough addictions. Like I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
need
well,
Jesse
another
and
one.
that's my feeling with Baldur's Gate. I'm like, I
Yeah,
don't have time to be addicted to Baldur's Gate 2, like
yeah.
Baldur's Gate at any level.
Yeah, Jesse and I have made played like two-player Civilization games, and we always end up having like a stopping point because we need to go to bed, and we'll play a little bit more, but then we never end up finishing, and I'm always bummed because I'm like, I wanted to see how it would go, but because it just takes time consuming, and
Yeah.
he'd be interested in other games or something.
Well,
Yeah,
do we want to
figure it
move
out.
on?
I don't. That's up to you, DM
Yeah.
DM. Well, I
or
do have
MC.
one other game that I want to talk about at least a little bit.
Okay.
Obviously, I mean, we've already talked about it a little bit, but Baldur's Gate, the big update that's going to be happening, the patch.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I'm really excited for a lot of the new subclasses, but if I'm being honest, probably the first one I'm gonna try, even though it's so typical for me, is Death Domain Cleric. I love that subclass. It's one of my
Yeah, it's a
all-time
cool
favorite
one.
ones to play, and I'm so excited that it's going to be in Baldur's Gate because then I'm actually going to be able to play it to a high level. I've never
I
gotten
want to
to play a
try.
cleric to a very high level.
Yeah, I want to try this Shadow Mage or whatever. And it said you can go through darkness and stuff like that. I want to try that one.
That sounds fun.
Or
Yeah.
Sorceress, Shadow Sorceress, yeah.
Yeah, the Shadow Magic Sorcerer.
Hmm.
That one's a good one too. I had some like homebrew shadow magic stuff that I was adding in on D&D Beyond, and then they added a shadow magic sorcerer like a couple months later, and I'm like, cool, cool, cool,
Like,
cool.
great. Cool. Love that for me.
Yeah, did all that work. Um, but also College of Glamour Bard. I'm gonna
Mhm.
definitely have to play that. That's one of my favorite
College of
subclasses for Bard. College of Glamour.
okay.
It's fun.
All right.
It's got some fun features. I don't know how similar it's going to be to the one in D&D, but I assume at least mostly similar. Maybe a few like either nerfed or strengthened abilities for the purpose of video game.
Okay.
We'll see, but I'm excited for at least those two. I know Sean's excited for Drunken Master Monk.
Yeah, I don't know what Jesse's excited for, but he's excited nonetheless.
He's
Yeah.
like he's ready for it.
I just don't need another playthrough right now. I already haven't finished one.
I know, right? And you restart
I'm
again. I
like,
get so sick of the
yeah.
first area.
Yeah, I have reached like a little bit into Act 3. Circle of Stars Druid, yep, Sarah, I agree. um I reached like up to a little bit into Act 3 and got to like through a little bit of Astarian's arc once you get there. And then I just haven't touched that playthrough, and now like a lot of things have changed, and I don't know if my save is going to be broken because of the mods,
Oh,
the mod
Oh.
system changing. So I'm kind of afraid to open that save, and so instead I've been playing my Dirge run, which is still very not far into. I'm like maybe halfway through Act 1. There's still so
Yeah,
much to do.
I have two games, and one is like right at Baldur's Gate, and then the other one is right into like the second area where you're in the darkness and stuff. And so,
whoa. Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties. My bad.
What's going on? Need
Just
help?
having technical. No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. Just offering. Um, but yeah, I'm super excited to play that again.
Mm.
I have to allow this message from Beth because it had a curse word.
What is it? I wish I could see them.
It says, "Yay, I'm back. I love me
how can
some
you not
nerdy
see
girl
him? I can
shit."
see him.
Nice. Fuck
It
yeah,
should be
Beth.
in your chat window from the link that I sent where you join the voice or the video call.
Yeah, you would think, but it's not. It's
No?
like blank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they disappear after a while, but they
Yeah.
do pop up. It's just a delay. Um, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to start a new playthrough when that comes out, even though I really shouldn't. There's no way I'm gonna ever finish the game if I start another one, but I'm going to. Probably with
Yeah,
Sarah.
I told Jesse if I do it, this is when we're gonna like fully play an evil playthrough and like destroy the village and like
Oh
That
go
will
man.
on.
fuck me up, you guys. Me and Fable. I
It
know,
was
like
so
I
hard for
know,
me to
and
I
try.
things, but
struggle.
evil, like, oh my god, I would have. I don't
Every
Yeah,
struggle.
time I
I
had to
always.
eat a crunchy chick, I got like a little bit of anxiety.
I
well,
know, because
I'm
it
playing a
always made
Dark
my
Urge
Halo go
character
away.
on
Like I worked really hard for that Halo, you goddamn
yeah,
chickens.
I'm playing a Dark Urge character on one game, and she's like a Dark Urge that's not completely evil because I couldn't like choose the evil side. But this time I'm like, we're gonna go with it. We're gonna be evil because
Just
I'm
do
like
it. Just
Shadow kind of seems
commit.
evil anyways too.
Commit.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
I did do an evil playthrough
Yes, it's
all the
hard
way
to
to the
be
finish
mean to the
in
pixel people.
in Fable 2, but that's the only game I've ever been able to do that on, and it was so difficult. I did
Oh, I don't
enjoy
know if
the
I've ever
Assassin
done a.
Society though, so that kind of helped me get through it.
Yeah, I don't know if there's ever been a game that I've like finished with an evil playthrough. I mean, um, in that Commander Patrol game or whatever that I have, I kept siding with the government, and the government's usually evil. So
Yeah, the government's bad.
I
So
guess you
she's
could
like, I
say,
guess that's like
yeah, I guess you could say I played Evil Dead.
you ever buy
I was
JoJo
just doing
Mart?
my job though,
You ever
okay?
buy into JoJo
It's what
Mart?
they all say.
Yeah.
Jojo
You ever
Mart.
I'm
buy?
sorry. I'm not gonna let them bring that stuff in, okay?
I've never bought into Jojo Mart. I've only done a few
Me
playthroughs,
either.
but I won't do it.
Oh, I've never bought
I've
into
never
JoJo
bought into
Mart.
JoJo Mart
I
either. So I guess
Never.
that's
refuse.
another
Small
game you've
business.
never. Yeah, I've
That
never.
is one achievement I won't have, and I'm like a completionist, and I could never
Yeah,
see
like
Yeah.
myself. Like as
Word
soon as
to
I
your
bought into
mother.
Joe Mart, I'd have to quit the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so very
I'd be
last
like ashamed to show
playthrough.
my face in
Yeah.
town. Like
It's true.
wear a bag over my head. No
Oh
one
my
needs to
god.
know who I am.
Like go into the game and change my name and be like, that was my cousin.
That was my cousin. She let me take over the farm.
Yeah. We may look the same, but my name is Polly and hers wasn't. I just
Yeah. So yeah, that's one thing we can say we've never fucking gotten evil for. But I feel
Yeah,
like if
I
you've ever
can't.
finished the game with like after buying JoJo Mart, then you were like finished the game on an evil level. Like
Yeah. That is the evil ending in my
yeah,
opinion. And I've never seen that ending, but I
I
imagine it's the evil one. I mean,
I imagine
you're
it's just not
supporting a
good.
corporation over small business in a place where small business is literally the only thing keeping them alive. Like,
Yeah,
I know I'm
it's
reading way too far into
no,
fucking
no,
I
Stardew
mean
I
Valley,
we
but I
no, we're
love
not
it.
agree.
because we've all been there. Like at least all three of us have because she's been playing I know for a
Yeah.
while. I've been playing for a while. Had many playthroughs and I have not
Yeah.
ever bought into
I've
JoJo
had
Mart.
many
So I've
playthroughs and I
had
always
this
finish the
existential
community
debate
center.
with myself already. Like you're good
Yeah.
girl. You speak for
Sean
the rest.
Sean asked me when we started our first playthrough if I wanted to go support him, and I'm like, absolutely not. Like we did buy a soda from there at first, but he didn't tell me that they're
Yeah,
like
you're like I didn't even know what it
he
was.
he kind of said that it was like not supporting small business, but I didn't know that it like actually had a big consequence in the game until
Like
after.
actually
Like I
affected
thought
it.
it was just gonna be like, okay, I buy a thing, it's not that big of a deal. They're like, okay, well she needed it, but like then I'm like, oh, supporting them is actually like a big thing in the game.
Yeah,
Mm.
don't do
I
it.
don't think I've even drank any of the sodas that I find
Coca
just from
Cola.
like fishing and stuff like
I
that.
totally have.
I have
Some
them in a
motherfuckers just
I've
chest, but I
tried
haven't
it.
even
They're
used
not
them.
good though, so you sell them.
dude keep them. I
Yeah.
keep them because they give you like 60 seconds of moving fast.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, they do
Yeah.
do that.
I just eat
Sometimes
I
it's good
I just
to
don't
like
want
run
the extra
home when
space
you're
on my
late
bar.
from.
If I'm gonna put something on my bar
True.
for consumption, it's gonna be
You
something
guys
that
do the
heals me
whole
and
like
shit.
mod thing too. So like I
Yeah.
always go super slow because I like well until that time when I played with you when I did play with mods, but like usually I do it just like the usual normal whatever
Yeah.
Oh
vanilla
yeah,
way.
I've never used mods on Stardew Valley.
Yeah, I tried it with
It's
them
fun.
when she was recovering, and it was wild for sure. But
Yeah.
yeah, so I keep the JoJo colas because I go slow as fuck.
I
So
forgot I'm ready to make
and
it.
like before I do I know, bro, and before I get the carts, mine carts going, like they're a good way to get back to the house. Like when you have to like zoom to get back,
Yeah.
sometimes it's like good to have the JoJo cola, and they give you health enough to not die right away. So sometimes they're a good thing to keep
I
early on,
think
early game.
I only ever used like the one that I had at the very
Yeah,
beginning,
that you
and then
bought
after
that you
that I
were
didn't
like,
really need them anymore.
yeah,
I had
yeah,
food and
true,
shit.
true.
Yeah, I like keeping food and stuff for
I
when I
went
like.
heavy cooking route. Like I was trying to
Yeah,
get all the recipes, all the ingredients. I was spending like
Yeah.
half my time looking for ingredients. It's so
great.
fun. I
Now
just
I
want
know
to
what
be
I'm
a
doing
cook on
after
there.
this. I was like, I'm gonna go play Fortnite. Now I'm like, maybe I don't play Fortnite. Maybe
Maybe
I
you
play
Stardew.
Stardew Valley. Maybe I play Stardew Valley.
Maybe I
Well,
play
we
Stardew
eventually need to
Valley.
we still need to do
Victim
grocery store
Nation.
simulator with the
Yeah.
forklift and stuff.
True, I want to try that update. That sounds fun. I want to crash into shit with a forklift.
No.
I saw
Yes.
people fly out of the map,
No.
I
and then
gotta
they
at
got
least
stuck out
try
of the
it
map.
once.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Yeah, they
And then
got
I'll be
stuck
normal.
outside of the map.
I don't want that. I don't want that
Yeah.
to happen to me.
That sounds awful.
I'll
They
do it
like
to you
launched
guys, though. I'll
themselves
fling
with a
you over.
car, had the car
Yeah.
hit them in the forklift, and they like flew out of the
Oh,
map.
damn. Let's not do that. That sounds a little too chaotic. I want to
Same.
just be able to play the game. Cause then once you're stuck, what do you do? Like
I
nothing.
know.
You just don't get to
Like
play.
I know. You
like
have
when we
to
were playing
load
Grocery
out.
Store Simulator, and we started glitching, and it started like throwing our boxes to the other side of the fence, and we could just like sit there and stare at our like produce in
Oh,
their
that's
boxes on the
annoying.
other side, like
Yeah.
sitting out in the
Just
middle of
like
the
I
desert.
ordered that. I can't
But I
get
guess
it.
I can't
It's
reach it
gone.
though, so that's great.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. I wonder if
Just
they ever
stare at it
catch
sadly.
that. We have some games
Sarah
we haven't played in a
McLachlan playing in
long
the
time.
background.
Oh my god. Those are things that singer songwriter, female singer songwriters are
Yeah.
trying to change.
I love
Yes,
that line. That was so
I
good.
know.
Um,
Ted Lasso ASAP soon.
yes. I am so
Ted,
excited
Ted
to
Lasso is
keep
very soon.
watching.
Dude, good.
I'm on season 2, but I haven't started it yet. I kind of did, but I don't know what happened. Maybe it got left on autoplay at some point, but
Oh,
it was the wrong episode, and so I had to go back. And then I'm like, but now I'm too tired to go to or to keep
you're
watching,
like
so
now
I'm gonna
you're
go to
like
bed.
yeah, gotta keep watching it. I love it so much.
Yeah, because I was only gonna watch one episode, and then it took me like 15 minutes to realize that it was the wrong episode.
Oh,
And so I was just like, all right, I'm done with my food though, so I'm just gonna go lay down.
I'm just gonna call it. Good
Yeah,
call.
but I am on
You have to
season
watch
2
that
now.
show, Michaela.
Yeah,
Ted
you
Lasso.
do.
It's fucking
Oh yeah.
amazing.
I enjoy it thoroughly. It is very
Yeah,
good.
it's great.
It
Um,
sounds familiar.
it's it's on Apple TV.
Hmm.
One of the only shows I've watched on there.
I've watched a few. There's one called For All Mankind, which is about astronauts and like the space race, and if the Soviet Union had won the Cold War and had made it to the moon first, and kind of like America's turn into actually wanting to explore space more because they don't can't let the Soviets fucking win, so they start putting more fucking money into NASA and kind of
Hmm,
like what the world would be like um,
interesting.
if we had spent more time like going into space. It's actually pretty fucking awesome.
What
I
is it?
watched all. It's called For All Mankind. Yeah, it's on Apple TV. There's also a show called Sea, which is like it's set in a way future like dystopian thing where no, like nobody can see, like nobody has the sense of sight, but there are kids who are being born who are able to see, and they're actually being like ostracized for being,
Hmm,
yeah, yeah. And
interesting.
there's a bunch of good shows on there that I've seen actually that are, yeah, I'll have to like suggest them.
I've only watched now 3 shows on Apple TV, but I've only
Yeah,
had the subscription for a little bit and I don't watch a lot of TV, so
you should watch For All Mankind. I think you guys
I might.
like
It sounds
you
interesting.
and Sean. It's super interesting. It's a kind of a cool thing to think about. Like I wish we had gone in that direction where we gave us more of a shit about space and like exploring other options. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Well, since we're on the subject of TV shows, Michaela, you
Yeah,
mentioned
yeah.
one that you've been
Michaela had
watching
that
lately.
show you were
Um,
talking about.
I'm I mentioned a show called Lights Out. It's on Hulu, and it's like a Korean horror mystery type of show.
Yeah.
And I don't have like it's just kind of confusing because I don't fully know where they're going with it. It's like there's these spirits that only certain people can see, and if you can see the spirit, you don't want the spirit to know that you can see it,
Oh. Oh.
or
All
it
right.
like can
It
some of
can
them
like
can be like violent or
affect you.
like
It'll know. Yeah, it'll fuck with
yeah.
you.
And the thing is, though, at first glance, you can't tell who's a spirit or not. So you might walk down the street
Oh
and say hello to a
no.
spirit without even knowing it.
Oh.
And like as you're there looking at it, you'll start to notice like small details that make it not human and that like they'll become scarier. Like one woman grew really tall and had like long hair and stuff. One girl had her fingernails on the opposite side of her hands.
Stop it.
Oh, I don't like
Yeah.
that.
One guy was like really
Stop it.
cold, and then you ended up seeing like all of the people that were the spirits. They're at the hospital in a coma. So I'm like, what are they trying? So they're not really dead. They're like in some type of limbo or something. I don't know what it's like fully going with. But then there's also this light shop with this strange like owner, and he like tells people not to touch the light bulbs. Nice to see your face. Nice. Hi, Beth. What word fumbling? She's writing in the chat,
I wish
Jade.
I could fucking see it. I feel sad as
Yeah, she
balls.
said she loves Ted Lasso and she couldn't see the final
I
episode.
know. I made her watch it when she came up to come see me in what was it? Was it April that we did that?
I
Um
don't remember when that
or
was.
May. I don't know. But anyway, I made her sit there and watch it and like, the same apprehension of like, I don't know. Of course, like and I told her I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
you're going to love Jamie cuz Beth loves like super good-looking, muscly picture perfect boys." Like, "Oh, Jamie Tartt's going to be your favorite character." And then she ended up loving Roy just like I
Yeah.
did. I was like, "I
Aw.
fucking
I
love
love
Roy."
Roy.
I love Roy so fucking much.
Yeah.
So fucking much.
Jamie is improving, but
Isn't
still
yeah. And wait, season
uh
3 gets you like to where basically you love every character except for that bitch's husband. Like, and
oh
maybe
yeah,
one
yeah,
other
no, he's
person.
terrible.
Like everybody though, you're kind of like, all right, I like this person or like this person. I don't know. But yeah, Jamie comes out of it. But I'm trying so hard not to tell you how things go and like what's happening. But
I mean, I also live on the internet, so I've already seen like little bits and pieces here and there. Like
yeah,
the
some
part where he
spoilers.
does the Carlton, I saw that on Instagram way
Yeah,
before
he's
I
all like,
started
I never
watching the
know what
show.
to do when I see a grown man do the Carlton in front of me. Yeah, such a great like
That's a
and
funny
make
scene.
some
I enjoyed
penguins
it.
or make Michaela come see that shit. Make her sit down. That's
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, we gotta watch it. We should do like a watch party of it. That would be so
Yeah.
fun.
Sick. Yes, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Um, I also have a show I'd like to talk about though.
Do it.
Yes.
New Avatar series that has
Oh,
been
yes.
in some of the
I saw
news
that
lately.
link. I saw that you mentioned that, and I didn't know which avatar of like blue people or air people, and I really didn't want to be disappointed because both of them sounded like shit, and I was like, I don't think I want to know.
The
I don't know. Maybe that's just me jumping to it, but which
Avatar: The
one?
Last Airbender.
Fuck. Okay,
It's
so
gonna be after Korra.
okay, but
Um,
there isn't supposed to be another avatar after Korra. She's
I
I
don't
supposed to
don't
be
know
the
the
last
lineages.
avatar. She's supposed to be the
I
last
don't know.
avatar. What
Maybe.
happened?
Okay, so
It's an
all
amputee
we know
also.
so far is that it's more futuristic setting potentially.
So kind of like what was with like
It
Korra, they were already going in that industrialized direction. Like,
Yeah, so like uh the basically the four nations don't exist anymore. Um
okay,
this is supposedly there was a some unknown cataclysmic event that Korra had to stop. Um and in order to stop it, she had to basically destroy the four nations and remake them into seven havens, is what they're calling them. Um, and I think that not confirmed, but I think that is gonna be like what kills her. But
yeah,
if she's able to destroy and recreate the world like that, then basically, I mean, not basically, it makes her the strongest avatar ever. So maybe
yeah,
she's able to potentially use that power to force the cycle to continue. I don't
yeah.
know.
But it's just like they're okay. I'm just like, I mean, not that I'm saying it's impossible because that's obviously, but I'm just saying they'll only have the only avatar that they'll have information from is her, and so
Yeah,
that's like still like yeah,
that's
like you're like, oh, I got to go talk to Master Korra. That's it.
yeah,
That's all you
that's the one
like,
thing that
Master
I was
Korra.
reading
Okay.
about as
Yeah.
well is that the
Because
the new
they cut it
avatar
off. They
can
killed
only
it.
communicate with Korra in the
Yeah,
spirit.
Korra's the one that. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm not sure. Like, I'm not saying it isn't possible that it would continue on, but my thing is like, it's like, yeah, I guess they didn't show us who came after Avatar one. Well, not really. They showed them being born, but like, yeah, fuck could you anyway? I'm just thinking, how could you imagine being the fucking next avatar where you're like, I guess I'm supposed to figure out the rules for how this works. Like, you
Oh,
know
I
what I
know.
mean? Like
Yeah.
nobody's gonna tell me. Like I guess somebody could try and tell them, but nobody will actually do it. Like I don't know how to explain that, but that
Yeah.
sounds wild. Should
Well,
be
I don't think that
fun.
she has much access to any training for a while, it seems, because um, apparently she is a twin, which we've only ever seen once before and only in one of the, I believe it was a book, like a manga
Yeah,
or something like that. But it
no, in
was, uh,
Korra, the twins were metal
No,
benders.
not Cora.
no, they're a twin avatar is what I mean. The only other time we've seen a
Oh,
twin avatar was in The Reckoning of Roku, which I haven't, I think, read. I think it's something to read. I
Yeah, I
don't
don't know
remember.
that either.
But his twin died before he was ever revealed as the avatar. So
um,
there was no way
like
of knowing
question.
whether they both would have had the power or not.
Oh, so you don't
Oh,
know. So
So
we
I'm
don't know if
kind
both
of,
of them are gonna be.
yeah, I'm kind of curious to see if they're both going to be or if it's just going to be the one sister.
Imagine
Um,
how jealous you'd be if your twin was the Avatar and you weren't. I'd be
I
like,
know,
like
this
right?
bitch.
it reminds me of
Yeah.
like that blue fucking Exorcist show or
Yeah.
whatever, where the one brother's a demon and the other one's always hating on the demon one, like always scheming on that motherfucker. And I'm like, great, I don't
Why do
want
you get to have all the
like
power?
exactly like some like villain origin story, and it's understandable. Okay, why
Yeah.
were you the chosen soul and not me, you
You're
fucking
like,
bitch?
you're
We
like, I
came here
want good
together.
things for you, but then I
Like,
kind of don't. Like,
like no,
something were to happen.
I
Oh no.
understand. I'm just saying I would get it.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that. So that would be interesting. I haven't seen anything about it. I
Yeah.
mean, not saying that I don't love representation. Obviously, an amputee that'd be sick, especially because for because we already saw it with Minghua. She was the waterbender with no arms that used her like water tentacle. And Korra, another Korra like thing
Well, there
where
was
she didn't
also
Yeah.
the
have
chick that
arms.
was blind and she used like
But yeah,
Toph.
Toph and being
rock and
blind,
metal. Yeah.
and then her
And
metal
became the
bending,
strongest
youngest
bender
metal
or
Yeah.
earthbender
because she
ever.
She
couldn't have sense. But
badass.
yeah, Minghua was fucking gnarly. They had to kill that bitch. They had to shock electrocute her to get her off the off the playing board because she was mean as hell. So I'm just
Yeah.
saying, I'm excited, but I also have to say it's crazy. Have you read the Avatar Kyoshi books? They
I
came out with
haven't.
the
I would
novels.
love to, but I
She
haven't.
fucking struggled hard. She had like a rough ass fucking life beforehand, and
It
like
kind of
her whole
hints at
story's
that a
kind of
little bit,
tragic. Her whole like
but
so I'm just saying it's interesting that we're having another Earth Avatar who's having
mhm.
another fucking tragic fucking something. Like what's up with the curse
Yeah,
on the Earth Avatar? Because that's another sad
it's
story
it's
that like
also one of the
what.
twins is raised by the White Lotus and has had like a happy
Uh,
life, and the other one is a street
and I'm
orphan.
guessing the street orphan
And
is
I'm
the
guessing
fucking
that's the
one with
Avatar
the
one.
fucking Avatar
Yeah.
powers. And that's the same shit with Kyoshi. She was an orphan and she got fucked with hard because her parents, one was Earth and one was an Airbender. So like
Mm.
she had like I don't know. There was a lot of going on, but that's like not funny. But it's interesting that they chose to do another Earth Avatar who's
Yeah.
fucking street
I
urchin.
know they haven't tried like a fire one.
Yeah, well, the Fire Nation's always been prosperous. So I'm
Well,
guessing even like a
Roku
peasant, like even the peasant ones seem to have like good.
wasn't Roku a firebender?
Yeah, but he was
Yeah.
also the best friend of the Fire Lord, like we're in the Fire Prince. So it's like I don't know. The last one had a really nice, sweet life too, and until everybody died, Aang had a fucking sweet life too.
Network error.
And yeah, who
Why is
knows?
that happening? I don't like that. I think it's back though.
Should read the core book or the Kyoshi books.
I
They're
want
dope.
to read all of them eventually. It's just
I
a
have them
lot.
on the Audible. I have them on the Audible, both of them. Well,
I'll
three
keep
of them
that in
because
mind.
yeah,
I haven't finished the one that I was listening to before, but
yeah. You
eventually
got
it'll happen.
you got to because they're about to come out with that shit. They're starting that project.
Yeah.
So
Um, but yeah, another show that I have a little bit to say about. I fucking love Resident Alien, and I just found out the other day, actually, like 2 days ago, that Alan Tudyk is going to be directing the
are you
first
even seeing
episode.
life? they had that many seasons. I thought that they were
Yeah.
still like, I am so behind on that. I
Yeah,
thought they
catch
might have
up.
two. Now they're going on four.
Yeah,
I was like,
so
oh,
he's
my
gonna be
God.
directing the season opener though, and I'm really fucking excited because he is
Ooh,
hilarious and very talented, and he
yeah,
directed a lot of or maybe all of Con Man, which was really funny. I don't think I ever finished that
I
series, but
never
I
saw
want to.
that.
Um, it was like
Cool.
his show. He starred and directed. Um, it was really good.
Yeah, two seasons, 2015. Seven on IMDb.
I can't hear you. I think your mic's too
Sorry,
far.
I'm like going through the stats. 2015, two seasons, 7.7 on IMDb, and 83% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, Resident Alien.
Yeah, no, for Con Man.
Oh, for Con Man.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just had never heard of it. I was like, I'm gonna to Google.
It's basically uh it's about an actor who was in a sci-fi series that got
Hmm.
canceled after one season. And
Oh yeah, and Nathan Fillion's in it.
yep.
Yeah,
Him and Nathan Fillion, and basically they were
yeah,
co-stars, and Nathan Fillion's character um got more work after, and
yeah.
his character didn't.
There's yeah,
And
origin
was mostly
story.
just going to like Comic Cons and stuff like that, and signing autographs, and he was like all bitter about, not getting as famous as the other guy. But it was a pretty good show. I enjoyed the parts of it that I got through, but I had kind of stopped watching TV.
Yeah,
I don't watch it that much. I mostly just watch YouTube if I'm gonna put something on.
yeah.
Less of a commitment, it feels like.
He like right now and it picks what happens next too. That's always nice. It's like okay, cool, I'll watch this. And it's usually
Yeah.
something to do with what you're already watching. So it's
Yeah.
like cool.
Just
I watch
put on
YouTube
people.
occasionally, but I also watch TV.
Yeah. I wish I'd watched more TV. I just pretty much any time that I'm kind of able to take control of the TV, I give it to Charlotte because I just don't. I'm not going to be able to focus on anything anyway, so it's like whatever, she could have it.
Yeah,
So I let
I
her
watch my
shows be on.
tablet when I clean, so I have like a show that I watch while I clean and
nice.
stuff, and
Nice.
so that's why I go through things a lot.
Yeah, go through them pretty fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've watched quite a few shows, movies. Yeah, pretty into that. Into that shit. Yeah.
I think we could move on to um, current events. There's a few things that have been going on lately that I think are interesting to me, at least. Um,
Yeah.
potentially interesting to other people, and one that I think could be important for a lot of people to hear, in case they haven't been keeping up on it. There have been hacking attacks, I guess, from China. I don't know why I worded it that way, but I don't have a brain cell right now. Um,
Me either.
but basically, there's been a lot of hacking going on, and with Apple switching to RCS chat, um, which is a great option, but has definitely a large drawback of there is no cross-platform encryption. Um, so basically, text messages from Android to Android and Apple to Apple are fine and secure, but between the two are not. And so, with them making that switch, that basically means that you no longer have encryption when you're texting people on or between two platforms. Um, which, I mean, people aren't really going to get much information from just day to day conversation between normal people, but it's still concerning, especially for a lot of people who are more concerned with their privacy and things like that. But there definitely are like ways to get around that and have encryption through using other apps and things like that. But I don't know. I kind of don't feel like I doubt that's what they're going for with their hacking. Like I don't think they really care about our individual day-to-day conversations. Like what would they get out of that?
I'm not the one. I I'm just not. I freaking don't. Feel like it's something that they've been doing anyway. Just maybe it's something that they're letting us know because somebody else noticed. But I feel like those motherfuckers are always hacking us and always trying to get into our business. Like they're like, you know. But and I also don't know why. I have not the slightest clue. I wish
Yeah,
I did.
I think
Like,
that if it would give people a peace of mind, then it would probably be a good idea to like switch apps and use like WhatsApp or what was the other one that's a good one? Signal. Um, both have good and end-to-end encryption, but I personally, I don't think that there's really anything in my text that is ever gonna intrigue someone enough to hack into
Noteworthy of
them.
stealing,
Like,
yeah.
what
yeah.
am I saying that anyone's gonna care about?
Yeah, just my crazy ramblings of the day.
Like, you like my memes? I hope you
Yeah,
like my memes. That's
it's
what I think.
almost entirely memes.
I say to my FBI agent that watches my phone. I hope you like the memes.
Yeah, that's
Mine's just
literally all I
like,
do all day long.
well, when
Same.
Jesse's at work and I'm like throughout the day, if a thought comes through that I'm like, I don't want to forget, I'll shoot him a text and it's like 5 messages later. Like, he's like pick and choose what one to reply to.
He's like, okay, yes, the refrigerator does need that.
Yeah.
It's like a sweet.
It's like every day after dropping Lydia off at kindergarten, I like say how the drop off went.
It's the journal entry. It's like, all right, this is how it goes.
Yeah, I just gotta tell someone what I'm doing.
Valid. That's fair.
Care, I say, care.
Fair.
Yeah,
Cheers.
I don't think that's real hack worthy to most people, but I don't know what
Yeah.
they're into. I don't know, man.
We don't know what they're going for, so maybe
I
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe they just really want to know about people's lives.
the
You know what?
algorithm.
There's all kinds of people out there.
The algorithm.
Yeah.
The American algorithm. Isn't that complicated? We're pretty dumb.
Yeah.
Huzzah.
Ain't that the truth?
Okay, but question.
Okay. Okay.
Have
But
you guys
question.
seen, butt question,
But question.
have you guys seen the Coca Cola AI commercials?
No, I haven't.
I
I'm afraid. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
have. I thought the bear. I like the bears just
Not
because I
the
like bears, but they were
bear.
not like they're not
They're
like.
kind of
I,
creepy.
yeah, in the past, watching a Coca Cola commercial, I'd get all emotional and stuff, and this one I'm just like, nope,
Yeah,
Alright, you
it's
guys
not.
get to have a live action response to my fucking
Yeah, it's not.
watching the AI Coca-Cola
yes.
commercial, please.
Yeah, it's not tearjerker
There's
material.
several. There are like three of them, I think. Um,
Okay,
and
I'm gonna do the one from 4 days ago.
okay. I think the one that I saw first was the one that's 1 minute and 1 second. That was the one that I watched first, and I did not like it. It's uncanny valley, so there's that. But there's also some fucking irony in those ads. I'll let Jade see it, but it's in the music and on the screen. I don't know which one she's watching. The 4 days
The
ago,
one
which one was
for
that?
4th, yeah.
I don't see the ones that I'm on YouTube though, so I don't know if you searched
Yeah,
on Google.
yeah, I'm on YouTube. Yeah.
I don't see one from 4 days ago. But yeah, it's bad. It's bad in so many ways. It's like upsetting that they would even do that, obviously. Um, as an artist, I'm very against the use of AI for art,
Well,
especially
not even just that, but on. Like like everything's gotta be AI. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a weird one. I'm gonna watch the minute and second one.
Your mic's a little far away from your mouth.
My bad.
Yeah, I was a little creeped
Oh
out by the
no.
deer
Oh,
heads.
the deer.
The
Yeah, I literally
deer are kind of
said,
creepy.
oh no.
And there's a part where there's a guy walking and his knee is kind of like disjointed all weird and I'm just like I don't want to see that. And then like the movements are all stiff and like I just there's just something about it that makes me want to run. Like kicks in my fight or flight mode. Like I need to get away from this. I
Not the
hate it.
cat either.
Yeah, the cat is like the most realistic looking part of it, and it's still unsettling. And you would think that I would love to see the cat on the screen, but it's
Ooh,
just like
no, the pets were not real either. Hi.
none
Nothing
of it
is
was
real.
real. None of
I
Yeah.
it is
know none of it,
real.
but it's like so unlike just I don't know.
Yeah,
I
not a
don't.
fan.
It's like some things you just don't touch, and it does, and these people be touching shit.
People be touching shit.
I know.
You're not
That's
wrong.
not supposed to fucking. You don't fuck with the Budweiser horses, and you don't fuck with the Coca Cola bears, and you don't fuck with like. There's just some things you don't fuck with. Fucking a, dude.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't like
well,
them, but
yeah, no, that was really weird. The deer
uh,
face and the dude walking and the owls. I don't know.
yeah, it's
Yeah, I
all
thought they were
weird.
weird too.
It looks
It's also
strange.
like
No bueno.
And the faces of the people were so obviously like
pay real
stiffened, like you said.
people
Yeah, no, it's like
to
part of it
create
was
for you.
and to act and
Ah,
like before you used to. Yeah, that's I don't even know how many people that puts people out of a job. Like how many people put out.
so many people in the art community are struggling to get commissions because of the flood of AI art, and it's hard for me to find art that I like that's
Yeah,
not AI, and then I
yeah,
realize there's too many fingers, and I'm like, fuck, now I don't even want to look at it. Like,
yeah.
it's
Yeah,
so
I keep trying to
upsetting how it's
buy
just
things too, but
everywhere.
you can tell it's just a bunch of AI stickers. You know what I mean? Or like you get like, or something that you can tell it's just for or clothes or just something you can tell it's genuinely made. And it's like or yeah, like you said, has too many fingers or
Yeah.
something is placed weird or I don't know. It's just like or the words are like one letter off or two letters off, and you're just like, what the fuck? Who even wrote this or did this? I don't know.
Yeah, it's
You
really
know,
sad to see the flood of it. It's just
it's
unavoidable.
everywhere.
And
Yeah,
I I've considered going back to doing art commissions, but the AI art situation just kind of makes me not even want to try. Like I was already struggling to get commissions before and that was discouraging. Now it would be even harder
Yeah.
and it doesn't feel worth it. I I feel like I would get like one commission a year if that. And I mean,
yeah,
I'm not really even in the mood to draw anyway, but if I
my God.
was,
Yeah.
Wouldn't be yeah good for money.
yeah, it's disappointing that I am seeing so many artists actual real good art get overlooked for so much fucking AI shit that doesn't even it's so obvious. Like at a
Yeah,
glance maybe not, but once you actually fucking look at it, it's just wrong. There
yeah, yeah. Their
I don't
faces are
like it. It
wrong.
just
It does. It is creepy.
yeah,
There's like a creepy emptiness to it. Like
yeah.
the eyes, you can tell
Yeah.
are like soulless or something, but there's like an emptiness, like a shell, and it's kind of and it's creepy.
Yeah.
You're like you said, the flight or fight response to turn around from something that is so fucking obviously not human and run the fuck away. Like it looks like us but isn't us. And there is like have we talked about that? That like natural they're like against
Yeah.
dolls and like lifelike things. Like
There's
that's why we fear
actually
dolls.
there's a
Like
lot
it's
of
because
theories, or I guess you could say conspiracies or whatever, that the reason we have that response is because there's something in our ancestry that
yeah,
looked like us that
like
wasn't
us
us
with
that we're
us.
afraid
Yeah,
us that we were
yeah.
afraid of,
That
and so we developed that
Yeah.
reaction. And I
So
kind of like
something,
that theory. Like, it's creepy and unsettling, but it's also kind of interesting to think about what could have existed back then that we'd have no
and
way
I
of knowing.
would like to think that like it might not even be something so much like that, but like just like early racism, like people or like or whatever, not even like racism, like people who were just different or looked different, and because there were probably no way to communicate with them because they came from different areas and had different dialects, that maybe that there was like some kind of whatever. But there was like the period of like Denisovans, and there's like the missing links and all of these things, and people experiencing or early humans without the knowledge of science or anything of the world would instantly think any other human being or humanoid would be like, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? Like me, but not like me.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like, but also it could be fucking aliens. like, like I'm just
Yeah.
saying,
Dude,
who fucking knows?
the most terrifying alien I've seen on any TV show, movie,
I
anything
can't see
like
what
that.
isn't AI and what is AI.
The silence from Doctor Who are actually a terrifying concept. They
Oh, well,
basically, you don't remember seeing them as soon as you look away. But they can
yeah,
use that to implant thoughts into your head and make you think you thought them and basically feed ideas to you. And so there was a whole like two-part episode of Doctor Who about how they were like they've been controlling the direction that the world was going for centuries in the background, and no one knew because they just don't remember seeing them.
yeah,
So they think all of these things are their ideas, and like they're the ones that pushed us to land on the moon and start exploring space. Like, it's crazy to think that, I mean, like, the chances of that being a real thing obviously are infinitely slim, but
but
to
like
think
art
that if
imitates
that did
life.
exist, we would have no fucking idea.
Art imitates life,
We
and
would
life
have no way of
imitates
knowing.
art. Like you have no idea. Um, I don't know. I have to watch more Doctor Who. One of these days, I might get into it. But like I
Maybe
said,
if I
I
just
don't
show
even
you some
know.
of my
I don't
favorite
even know.
episodes,
Okay.
then maybe
I
you'll
want to go
think,
through
okay,
a
this is good
watching of
enough.
Doctor Who also.
I know, me too.
I'm
I
supposed to
miss it.
also watch Naruto. I'm like,
I don't like
there's so.
Naruto.
I know. I
Yeah,
feel
I'm
like
not
I
into
need to
that
give
either. My
it.
brother liked that one.
So many people love Naruto, and I haven't. Like, I need. To, I feel like I want to give it the time of day. Like, I want to give it 2 seasons. So I'm like, all right, I really can't do this. Then I will never try Naruto again. But I'm like,
I
want to. I don't know.
I
It seems
couldn't
like such
do
a
it.
bad like filler of like modern anime, like and like weebs and nerds. Like so many. Like I feel like I need to see just for like pop culture's sake and references, understanding because there's so many references to them in pop. Like I don't even like
I
I
think your
know where
mic's a
you're
little
going.
far again. Eat
Like I
it.
know that you're talking about. I know that you're talking about um
Thanks.
Pick
Naruto, but
one,
I'm not
breaker,
sure
breaker.
I understand the reference completely. So anyway, yeah, but I can't do that with everything. Like One Piece, not gonna do it. Maybe out.
Oh yeah, Chase has been watching One Piece.
Good
I
for
could
him.
never. That's too
Yeah,
much.
he's watched a lot of the
A man not
episodes and
afraid of
he's in like the
commitment. Get it,
high.
boy.
Yeah, he's into the high. I actually one of his Christmas presents is the first manga. It's like the
Cool.
Romanticon or something like that. And
That.
Nice.
yeah, so that'll be one thing and then a couple like little figurines and stuff because he wants some decorations.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not my type of show either, but
I
Yeah.
I
um
couldn't get into it.
there might be some mangas that like I've been like telling Jesse and he might get me Christmas and stuff.
Nice.
I
Do
only
it.
have a few mangas. I have I think a few volumes of Hunter x Hunter and then one around High School Host Club.
Dude, I need to
Oh
get.
yeah.
And then I don't
We were watching
remember
that
anything
again the other
else.
night. It's a classic. Like we were
What's the other
watching it and both girls fell asleep in my bed while
one?
watching it. It was like just
I haven't read like any book wise. I've had some like webtoon ones. Like I liked
Mm,
Lore
God,
Olympus.
I loved Lore Olympus. I have a Lore
Yeah.
Olympus T-shirt around here
Yeah,
somewhere,
they
and
have
I
them
have
in
a
books, and I mentioned that to
Persephone
Jesse too.
like
Yeah.
clothespin. Literally, like I take the back off and I poke it to the wall, and she's staring at me
Oh
right now. I
yeah, I
love that.
loved
I
that.
love that shit so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's good, and they have it in
You have
books
to
now
watch
too.
it,
And
dude.
so
You
I
have to read
mentioned,
it.
yeah,
It's
I
amazing.
mentioned that he could give me those
The
books
Lore
and
Olympus
stuff
books.
too.
I want the
Yeah.
Cursed Princess Club books. If you haven't read that
Oh,
one,
that would be good.
it's
That sounds
so
good.
you have to. Oh my gosh, Michaela, you love that shit. Now that I think I'll send you the link to it or
Sarah says
something.
Lore
Yes.
Olympus is the best.
Yeah, Laura Olympus is fucking
Yeah.
amazing, Sarah. She knows, and
Yeah, it is really, I
Cursed
mean, who
Princess Club
doesn't
is
love
set round
mythology too?
too.
Like,
Yeah, so many like nerds
yeah.
love mythology. Sorry,
Yeah,
not
I
I
love
love
sorry.
it.
mythology
Yeah,
so much.
it
It's
comes
really
with a
good.
lot of it. A lot of that shit.
Yeah,
Fucking
mythology
yes,
is
is where it's at.
it gets me
That's
like
super.
so happy whenever I am doing like any kind of trivia game or anything like that and I see a mythology question, I just immediately am like, yes.
Yes, you're like, sweet.
This is
You
Yes.
my
guys have
thing.
to. You'll have to come. Oh yeah, we'll have to change up our work schedule. One of these Wednesday nights when you get a different job to come do trivia when I'm working.
That would be fun
Yeah,
if
you
I
will.
can find another job.
You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. It's
Trivia
gonna
was
happen.
fun when we used to go to it.
Yeah, I miss that. But
Yeah,
the
that was a lot of
the
fun.
the host was part of what made it fun and he
Hmm.
moved.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
he did.
Oh
I didn't know that.
yeah, so they have a different person now and I haven't seen them. I don't know how good they are, but I enjoyed the old one.
yeah. One of
I'd
these
like,
days, I think
yeah.
me and the staff are gonna actually like try and play while we're working. Like, put us down, motherfucker, and somebody will have to ask us the question. But like when we go through it, like a lot of us are answering the questions to each other, even when we're on the line because we can hear it. We're over there cooking, and all of a sudden somebody will be like Bambi, and we're like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, oh, the question, and we're like, oh, okay, cool. But
Oh, yeah.
I feel like
It's
one of these days we're
fun.
actually gonna have to pay attention to us because like all of us are answering a bunch of the questions like all night and like we're thinking like one of these days we're gonna kick your guys' asses while we're working. Come at us, motherfucker. Like,
I'll
yeah.
be your writer.
Oh, that would be perfect. Yes. So yes, that'll be perfect.
I
When
love
it's
doing
time,
trivia, but
please,
man, am I not good at it.
Oh,
dude.
same. It's so much fun, but yeah, not the
it's
best.
it's like they always choose categories that are like not my thing. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
and questions like about who won Oscars in what years and I'm just like I don't fucking know. I
Yeah,
don't
anything
watch
sports related
any
too.
yeah,
Like,
nothing I don't watch sports. I don't watch any fucking
Yes,
award
I'm not the
shows.
sports one, that's for damn sure. But
yeah.
No.
our bartender literally like as his side hustle, he collects baseball cards and sells on eBay. So I think all sports questions are safely put in his hands. Like that
Yeah,
I feel confident that we've got it when he's there, which he usually
I
works
was
that
always
night.
trying
So
to
let's
get
get
my
it.
dad to go because my dad's always one of those people like knows a bunch of like useless
I
trivia, and so
love
I'm like, he knows
like
some of
useless. It's like have you ever
yeah.
heard of
Well, I know,
trivia?
yeah, it's not
like,
all that
like
useless. Yeah, it's just like like when you're traveling and you
trivia
go to a
people.
diner and it has like those cards answering those questions. My dad can
Yeah.
like always answer them, so I'm like,
Mhm.
I'd win with
We're
you
like,
because
let's
I suck.
go.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
let's
know.
get
I'm trying
him.
to get him to go.
You should make him sometime. I
I
should
know.
do
I
it.
want to. I've also been
Do it.
wanting to go to bingo.
You just said my favorite word in the whole world.
Oh yeah, I
You
was
do
telling
like
Jesse's
bingo.
mom I'd go to
You
bingo
know I
with her
talk about
too.
that shit. I love that shit. I was born to be an old lady. It's on Mondays
Oh,
and
me
Wednesdays at the
too.
casino out by the coast. So
Oh,
this maybe one of these days we'll have to figure it
yes.
out.
All right, well, it is 7 o'clock, so
Nice.
we're gonna
It is
sign off for the night. Cheers.
nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Cheers, bitches.
Cheers.
Oh hey, girl. Oh, I just had to fix the hole in my lip. I just spilled that shit.
Good job. All right, good night, stream.
Good night.
Bye.